Hey guys, welcome back to Tamiya Legends, and once again, thank you for stopping by. So yes, we have a new arrival, which is ultra cool, but there's something about this video that is a little bit more important, and that's because it's my pleasure's the wrong word, it's my absolute honour to say these words. This video is sponsored by Modelsport UK, better known to me as Otley Modelsport back in West Yorkshire in the UK. Super cool. Yeah, I wanted to make a video with Otley Modelsport for a long time. Now, I'm going to say up front, I'm always going to call it Otley Modelsport because that's what I grew up with. I understand it's Modelsport UK now, totally get it. But yeah, I'm just setting my ways, and that's how this video is going to be. So, we have the 2018 Tamiya F104 Pro 2 F1 car. This has been on my radar for probably about 2 years now. As I say, it came out in 2018. I wanted an F1 car in my collection. It's kind of that thing I'm doing in my collection to have kind of one chassis or one of each chassis, if that makes sense. Now, I've got the TCO1, which is a Formula E car, but I don't have an F1 car myself, and this is the perfect one for it. Now, I'll go into this later on, but first of all, I want to speak about the shop itself, because I need to reminisce slightly. Why Otley Modelsport is so special to me is it's because it's the first RC shop I ever walked into when I got into RC cars. And I'll never forget that day. So I've alluded to this many times in previous videos on this channel that I bought my very first Tamiya kit to build from Otley Modelsport, and I went on a bus with my dad. But I was going to that shop quite a bit before that. That wasn't like the first time I walked into that shop. So I'm going to put a few pictures up just to explain why the memories are so strong for me. So this is a shop front that I know. Now, yeah, that's Otley Modelsport to me. Now, in the beginning, I believe, and I hope I haven't got this wrong, I believe they were in they started off next door to that shop, and the shop was a lot smaller, and then they moved to that bigger shop, and now they're in this shop, which just looks incredible. Now, obviously, I've not been to this because I've been in Canada since they went to there. There's a few pictures of the inside of a new shop. Looks really cool. And I love it because Otley Modelsport have never lost their roots, you know, with all the new up-and-coming manufacturers and all the bashing and stuff. They do all that, but tons of vintage RC. And if you, and also I should say, check out their Facebook page, their Instagram page, and obviously their website. All you people watching this in the UK, this is not news to you. Otley Modelsport is just sort of part of the RC community. It's just everyone knows them, everyone loves them. But yes, this is what I remember. Now, I took these pictures off their website. This is the shop I remember when I first went in. You've got to try put yourself in my shoes from what I'm trying to get across here, because this channel is about nostalgia and memories, as you know. I was running around with battered RC cars at the beginning. Well, at the beginning, always kind of was. But before I ever had anything new, my dad was in his model shed in the garden, this big purpose-built shed he'd done for his modelling. And he'd constantly fix glue, alloy, wood. My cars had everything on it, but my dad kept them going. That was the main thing. But I had a friend called David who got into the RC, and David was a rich kid well, he wasn't rich, but he had the rich parents. So I kind of followed his journey in the beginning because my mum and dad were poor. I'm still poor. But just I had a normal upbringing. If I wanted anything, it was my paper round money, working 3 paper rounds morning, evening, and a Sunday round. That's what paid for the bits and bats I needed. But he was sort of handed it all on a plate. Anyway, that was I'm learning about RC cars. I'm getting the magazines, you know, all the adverts. Obviously, Otley Modelsport was always a huge sort of ad in the old radio control car model magazine. So you kind of, that was my sort of vision of RC and what I had. Anyway, I went with David and his dad, and he was going to see, because the Otley Modelsport had second-hand cars in a counter that you could obviously buy. And we went, and he actually went and he bought a grasshopper. I'll never forget it. It had a really trick paint job on it. It was orange and white, and the orange was like flames on this grasshopper. It looked absolutely immense. Anyway, I just remember walking in that shop for the first time, and obviously you knew all the cars, you see all the ads in the magazines, but when you open that door and they've got all these cars built around you, and then you look up and around and you've got all these kit boxes and the TV playing the promo videos, just absolutely mind-blowing. You know, I think back, you know, what I'll have been looking at back then would have been Porsche 959, Bigwig, Celica GRB, Avante. Do you know what I mean? Never see, and then you get the luxury of seeing some of these cars built. Now, obviously, I'm old now. I'm nearly 50. My memory is terrible, but I can't remember what they had built then. But yeah, just absolutely incredible. And we went back a few times actually, and then I think I went with my dad a couple of times to show him, possibly buying some bits and bats. And then, of course, I went and bought my Thundershot from the shop. That was my first ever RC car that I built myself, which was just off the chart. Super exciting. So that's why Otley Modelsport. Just having the privilege today to say this build is sponsored by Otley Modelsport it's a bucket list thing. You know, I can't thank them enough. Again, if you don't know Otley Modelsport, they've got one of the best RC websites, if not the best RC website out there. And again, check out the Facebook group and an Instagram page. I'll put links to all this in this video's description, and I'll put it in as a pinned comment as well. But I guess you guys and girls in the UK are going, yeah, we know, we use them all the time. I also have to give a massive shout out because Otley Modelsport don't ship to Canada. And I totally understand that. The cost of shipping now is just through the roof. So when I arranged with Otley that we were going to do this sponsored build, I contacted my good friend Martin, who played the middleman. So Modelsport sent this kit to Martin, and then Martin forwarded it on to me over here, which was mega kind of Martin, and he's not the first time he's done that. So Martin, a massive thank you, my friend. And I'm also going to say Martin's got his own little YouTube channel now that he's just started, just showing what he's doing in the hobby. This is a pit thumbnail of it. I'll also put a link to Martin's YouTube channel, and go show him some love and hit that subscribe button and watch some of his videos. Very, very genuine gentleman. Got so much time for Martin in this world of fakeness and that kind of stuff, which I'm not going to get into, but Martin is just 100% genuine, salt of the earth kind of guy. Love him to bits, and he's done so much for me. Anyway, yeah, so back to this. So, okay. So when I was looking and thinking what I was going to do with this, I was going to do an old school livery on it, like maybe a Renault Williams or a Ferrari, you know, that kind of thing, because all the decals are readily available from MCI. And that was the plan, because I was only ever going to have one F1 car. Also, I thought, but you'll see another video, I don't know, 2, 3, 4 weeks from now, and I'll be showing you another F1 car that's come to me. A really cool one with a bit of age to it. So because I knew that was coming, I totally scrapped the idea of doing this in an old-fashioned F1 livery. So I'm going full box art with this. So I bought the PS, I think it's PS48. I might be wrong with that. It's like an aluminium kind of thing. I'll put this picture up now of the actual car on full screen with the box art. It looks really cool. With that sort of that really shiny aluminium metal finish. Looks cool. It would also look really cool in white. I was thinking about white, but no, I'll because I've bought the paint, and that paint's like double the price of normal Tamiya PS paints. And the only other thing I bought, you know, the sort of modern day F1 decals, the P0. So you get the P0 top and bottom, and then the white lines for the tyres. I bought a set of them from MCI as well to go on this. Now, because the other car's coming, I wish I'd have got those decals in yellow, but I got them in white for this car because I thought yellow against the silver wouldn't look very good. Because the other car might go down the Ferrari route, well, 100% go down the Ferrari route, but I'm not going to buy another set of those P0 decals because just to use 4 of them, it's just a waste of money, so they'll go with white. Anyway, I digress. So, yes, this is going to be standard box art apart from those fancy decals. Nothing to these builds, as the majority of you who have done F1 cars will know. But when they're finished, they look super cool. I don't have a good place to run these, but once I've got it and it's finished, then it does give me the option at some point, if I do find somewhere, to run this car. For me, and I've got very little knowledge of Tamiya F1 cars, the best one they do is a TRF F1. TRF 101, something like that. Never had one, never seen one. But obviously it's TRF. I believe this is, next one down is this. You get a full body shell with this. You can complete this car and just stick your electrics in and it's ready to go. I believe the version before this didn't even come with a body set. This has got, I'll put a picture up of the chassis because you're not going to be able to tell much from the box, but that's what the chassis looks like. You can see there's bits of carbon on it. There's quite a lot of Tamiya blue bling on there. There's a TRF shock on there. So although there's not a lot in the kit and the build process is, it's not that time consuming, it's got kind of the best of stuff on it, which makes it, that's why in my opinion, and I have no knowledge of this, I just think this is the best one, next one down from a TRF F1 car. And obviously I know tons of other manufacturers do F1. I know zero about it. This was just to get a Tamiya F1 car in my collection with the view to possibly run it one day if I find a flat enough surface. So obviously 2-wheel drive, it's total F1 style. So I think the best thing what I'll do next is I'll take the shrink wrap off, we'll open the box up and we'll have a quick look at it. You're not going to see a great deal, but I'd like to have a look at the decals and the body shell and just see what's going on. So yeah, let's open the box up. Right, so the box itself, this is kind of what TRF cars come with. You get your little carrier handle to take it to the track. There's nothing else on there apart from this little leaflet. What I always do with these is I cut these off and then just glue them to the box because I always keep these style of boxes. I love them. So let us open this up. Okay, kind of didn't expect that. So that, oh my god, I'm doing this around camera, sorry. So that is what the box contents looks like. That's pretty cool actually. Right, what I'll do is I'll position the camera in a better place so we can take some of these bits out. Oh my god, I hope I can get this all back in the box. So yeah, that's the first thing I wanted to look at. The F1 bodies. They're so cool, so big as well. You don't realise how big they are. And then obviously you get your massive front plastic wing, and then there's a big plastic wing to go on the back. We got, oh that's interesting, so obviously we've got slick tyres with it, but we have foams in front and back. Rears to the left, fronts to the right. They're going to be cool. And the decals is really the only other thing I wanted to see. And that's I really like these decals. I love the blue and the black together. Interesting, he's got some Tamiya Racing tyre decals down there. That's cool. As I say, I've got some other decals for it, but I know what I'll use them on. I've been looking for something like that. That's kind of cool. Yeah, that is pretty darn cool. Now, I'm sorry, I did say I was going to get it all out of the box, but I'm going to be building this pretty soon. And as you can see, it's all neatly packed behind the plastics and whatever. So I'm not going to drag it out because I won't get it all back in. And it's going to be like that for a week. So, again, there's nothing to see. Sorry, just moving this. There's nothing to see that you've not seen before. So, yeah, not much of an unboxing, but I've seen the bits I wanted to see. So I hope you agree. Quite a cool piece of kit. They come in and out of stock a lot, these, so that's when I saw, or I seen Otley had one in stock. That's when I jumped on the opportunity. It will probably get discontinued at some stage, but yeah, they are out there if you want one. So yeah, although my videos are not in real time, I'm making this video on a Saturday with the view to next weekend get stuck into this, make the chassis build video, which will be a quick one, and then more importantly for me, the second video, or the third after this, which is the body shell. That's going to be really cool. Not a ton of work in it, probably some tricky cutting out, and then I think there's a black line that runs most of the way across, and then it's that silver, and then it's just decaling it, and those decals look class. So I'm really looking forward to seeing it finished. It's going to be kind of cool. So yeah, leave in the comments. Have you got one? Have you run one? You know, I'm always interested to hear what you guys and girls have done with these cars. It's definitely a cool thing. It's different, and I like different. And again, it just adds to that one F1 proper F1 chassis Tamiya chassis in my collection, which is mega cool. I might even put a sports tune motor in it. Do you like the hoodie? It's kind of cool, isn't it? So yeah, I've got to end the video by a massive thank you to Otley Modelsport UK. Just a massive heartfelt thank you. Spent so much money with you guys over the years, it's unreal. And you probably don't even know that, because you probably just, if you do know of Tamiya Legends, you probably just think it's some English bloke in the UK. But yeah, I was from Bradford, if you don't know, and I was at your shop very regular. Bought so much stuff. Crazy. And still buy stuff online. Anyway, I'm digressing again. I've done all that, haven't I? So a massive thank you to Otley. And again, all their details will be in this pinned comment and the video's description. And I'll be back soon with part 2 of this, where we get this thing built and see what it's all about, which is going to be mega cool. So yeah, I'll stop my dribble and I'll say farewell. Thanks for watching. Thanks for clicking on this video. If you've clicked on this video for the first time and you think I'm kind of okay, give this video a thumbs up, say hello in the comments, and subscribe. It doesn't cost you anything. That would be absolutely awesome. And if you think I'm a dickhead, leave a thumbs down. Plenty of you do. It's all good. All just adds to the exposure of the algorithm. And as always, my friends, happy arseeing.